As you can see by this picture maybe, I love my father very much, and he had recently passed away, and he was a very successful entrepreneur in the real estate industry, and I wanted to honor his memory, and I thought that Project Enterprise was a great way to do that because he was so vehemently in favor of education. If you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And that's what Project Enterprise does. You teach people to fish for themselves. It's not handouts. It's teaching people who have ideas and have the entrepreneurial incentive and vigor to do it and give them the tools.
Each year, Project Enterprise presents the Charles B. Benenson Entrepreneur of the Year Award to one of its deserving members. This year, Kevin won by a landslide. We select the Entrepreneur of the Year based on their business acumen, their participation in Project Enterprise, and their potential for business growth. And we believe that Kevin has all three. We'd also like to thank our sponsors this evening: Benenson Capital Partners, Washington Mutual, WBLS, and Lydia and Arnold Freelick.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Arva Rice, Executive Director of Project Enterprise, and I would like to welcome you to one of my favorite nights at Project Enterprise, and that is when we surprise the Charles B. Benenson Entrepreneur of the Year. Tonight, we're going to honor Kevin Dunn, who is the creator of a unique puzzles for children's books, and we're going to be visiting his bookstore today in order to see his product.
And I'm Althea Burton. I'm the Harlem Center Manager, and I'm so honored because Kevin is one of my center leaders. I've worked with Kevin for the last 3 years, and he's been a member of Project Enterprise for 5 years. He is one of the most deserving members that we have to deserve this award. He has worked hard, he's grown his business, he's done everything that he could to help his other center members and other members of Project Enterprise to help them grow their business. He's deserving, and congratulations, Kevin, on this award.
Congratulations, Kevin!
Well, the business is puzzles for us. I do puzzle books for the African American community, crossword and word search puzzle books that celebrate the cultural heritage of African Americans. I always loved puzzles. Even when I was young, I used to do the puzzles in the Daily News. I would say the New York Times, but I did try those, but I wasn't really that good. Right. But yeah, I guess my mind just works in that mode. My sister saw the puzzle, and she said, "Wow, you can sell those." She's an entrepreneur. I mean, she's like a street vendor, and she's been doing that for years. And so she always had that in her. That wasn't my thing. But once she put the idea in my head, the seed was planted. But it wasn't until like years later that eventually I got around to say, maybe I can do something. Entrepreneur is not an easy thing. It's very challenging at times. There's times where I say, wow, I should just go back to a regular 9 to 5. Yeah, because it's a lot of work. Long hours. I work part-time during the day. And when I come in, I'm still working. So, but when I come to Project Enterprise, I come to the center meeting around like-minded, entrepreneurs.
I also very much want to congratulate the 2007 Charles B. Benenson Entrepreneur of the Year, Mr. Kevin Dunn, and say to him, keep up the great work.
Congratulations to Kevin Dunn on being this year's Charles B. Benenson Entrepreneur of the Year. We're very excited, and we think that Kevin really epitomizes all of the virtues and qualities of this award.